fancy seeing you here. Y'all remember when the Cowboys smoked the Giants? Yeah, we're still celebrating that bad boy. It's a Tote That Thang Tuesday.
Tote That Thang! Yeah,
Is it Tuesday? It's a Tote That Thang Tuesday. We get some KBBU, No Ball Better University, talking George Pickens. Oh, we got a show for y'all today. It starts. Shout out to you guys for recognizing the show is 30 minutes late today. Clarence overslept.
Wow.
That happens. That happens. We had a company-wide, is biannual every other year or twice a year? A biannual corporate meeting.
Bi is 2, so.
So what does it mean? Twice a year or every 2 years? Semi-annual. No, I bet that's every 2 years.
Biannual is 2, sir. Twice.
I'm aware of that.
Welcome
you
to
guys
our show.
tell us in the chat. Somebody told me in the comments on my little tiny YouTube page yesterday after a show, they left a comment and said the NASCARs can go backwards. Just in case you were wondering.
We knew that.
We knew
that.
I didn't know.
I've seen them back up in the space.
Anyway, but we're here now, and we're ready to talk Cowboys football with you. And shout out to our friends at Big Brothers Big Sisters of America. We would love if you guys would support them. You will notice there is no super chat button this week. It is now a donate button because we want you guys to make donations to Big Brothers Big Sisters. We're trying to raise money for them because they're an incredible organization and they deserve our help and yours so that they can help others. And you can too if you sign up to be a big, but we're looking for your donation. And so if you make those, we will recognize you on the show. We'll shout you out. And if the amount is right, we'll get funky.
Yeah, we'll get funky.
We'll get a little bit funky.
We'll get a little funky.
But I am wearing shorts today.
I am too.
So we got to be careful because we're in the podcast studio where we're allowed to wear our hoochie shorts. So I got on 7-inch inseams today.
I got on 6 ones. I got on 6. You know what I'm saying? We got them hoochie daddies on.
Let's get this thing going. My name is Jeff. Seated next to former Cowboy wide receiver Jesse Holley.
Oh, Jesse Holley went 77 yards. It must be a reality show.
We are going to race, and I'm going to get the Whitner head start. Is that 4 yards?
3.5.
4.5.
3.5.
Next to Jesse is the greatest beat writer in Cowboys history, although it's also his fault that the day he started is the day they stopped winning Super Bowls. The great and powerful Clarence Hill.
I'm Pop. I'm an old guy. That's some BS.
You are the old guy.
Is it wrong?
BS.
Did you start the year after they
That's
won
some
the
BS. Wrong, though.
When did you start, 97?
6, 7, yeah, something like that.
6, 7.
So, yeah.
Because if it's 6, it's literally the day they stopped winning.
Well, the playoffs in 96.
Okay, yeah.
That's when I got my September call up.
Next to Clarence is a man who's going to win Super Bowls again. He's going to bring Super Bowls back to Dallas as a Cowboys beat writer. Ali Jawad.
Prince Ali, handsome as he.
So we're here. We're ready to do a show for you guys today. And I want to draw attention before we get anything going. Clarence got mad at us yesterday. He said he thought we were being negative. We're going to start the show positive. That number 4 is a MF-er, ain't he?
He's a baller. After
rewatching the tape, you know, you spend all the money and you can watch the tape from all the angles.
Captain Thunder, you need to rewatch the tape, my guy.
You
need to rewatch the tape.
I want to buy NFL Pro for Captain Thunder.
No, that's
so that he
Monarch
can go watch
money.
all 22.
Monarch money would say that that's not a good decision.
And I'm not giving him my login. Yeah. If he gets in my stuff, I can't give him my login. But I don't know what else to say about it. Now, I do enjoy data. I enjoy charts, graphs, things of that nature. And I've seen a bunch today where it's like the Cowboys are the worst pass protecting team in the league, according to Pro Football Focus. I'm like, well, that's wrong. And then it's like, well, according to ESPN's win rate pass protection stat, they're in the middle of the league. And I'm like, that sounds more right. But the prevailing thought out of that I want people to recognize is Dak's figuring out George Pickens. CeeDee Lamb's dropping some passes. Jake Ferguson's dropping some passes. His offensive tackles are having some struggle in pass protection, and he is playing as well as anyone in football. So today I just want to salute Dak. I just want to salute him right out the gate.
No, that's an absolute thing to do, and I'm not gonna keep tooting my own horn, but
And toot then. Doo-doo queen.
yeah. I don't want to keep tooting my own horn, but I told you guys a month ago.
He's gonna make that face. You know it's coming.
Here's this guy. Like,
He's been talking about Derrick Henry for 17 years.
I told you guys a month ago. There's a lot that I can look at and tell from seeing human beings operate in their element. And I told you guys around when we were in training camp, we were in Oxnard. I don't know why you make this face as if what I'm about to say is out of this world.
Stinky face.
I told you Dak Prescott was getting ready to have one of the best statistical years ever had.
You said the best.
The best statistical year he's ever had. I know the weapons that he has around him. I know how he thinks at times as a quarterback. Now, I will say, if I have to say one negative thing about Dak Prescott, let me just say
no,
this.
it's coming. You have to be ready for it.
That's why it's a stink face, because you always got
One
something
negative thing
about Dak and Michael. You been that guy. You've been Captain Thunder. You've been accused of being Captain Thunder.
Can we guess what this one negative thing is? Like,
Sure, have a guess.
I don't know. Was it a bad interception he threw in the second half?
The ball hit the ground.
It's just
Not bad,
because
but
you
the interception.
can doesn't mean you should.
Oh, I love
Okay.
aggressive Dak.
Oh, he's
Just because you can, because
The most
this is
big-time
two-
throws in the league so far this year.
This is 2
Dak
weeks in a
Prescott.
row, right? Last week he threw one up to Ferg in double coverage. Well, no,
no,
to Schoonmaker.
It was Schoonmaker. It was
Oh,
a perfect
it was a
pass.
great
It was
throw.
a perfect pass.
It's a great pass.
Catch the ball.
It's a
Just don't
great
throw the
pass.
ball to Schoonmaker anymore.
Then he doubled back, same route, different person. CD comes down with it.
Oh, it was the perfect pass.
Another perfect pass. But I'm just telling you, just because you can doesn't mean you always should. Because what's going to happen is he's going to go for the third time and it might not be there. So I'm okay with aggressive Dak, but I'm just saying, like, a lot of times we glorify and we champion and we celebrate throws, and you know this. You know this, Jeff.
Keep dealing, Dak.
You know this.
Keep dealing.
Just because you should just because you can doesn't mean you always should.
I don't like you shouldn't on my quarterback.
You should do the queen. What should on his quarterback?
But Dak is playing amazing football.
That was a
Look,
perfect compliment sandwich.
There you go.
Compliment,
He is playing-
shot, compliment.
He's playing great football, but based on the way the defense played Sunday,
like
he has
it.
no
I like
choice
it.
but to play great football. So.
I think he knows that too.
Yeah.
Like, look, it's me. It's me or we are out of here. We want to go 5-12. I can be safe, or I can be daddy.
Just
And
hope
we can go ahead and win
Sunday's
these things.
defense was a one-time thing, but it is against the Giants, so that's what's concerned.
Giants have a great pass rush.
They do.
And I talked to you guys before the game, and Dak told me Friday that they could eat on this secondary, and they felt they could eat on the secondary. Of course, they could eat on the Eagles secondary, and they're going. Let's be honest, with CD and Pickens, they're going to eat on most secondaries. You know who's most happy? Jared Jones, because I paid the right guy.
Well, no,
I
he
mean,
didn't.
everybody- I'm just telling you.
Deron Bland got hurt. Shouldn't have paid him.
Okay, I'm talking about. I'm talking about you. He values. He said it. I value paying the quarterback over a pass rusher. You know who you gonna pay the big money to? We're gonna pay the quarterback over the
Both.
pass rusher.
Both.
Could have played both.
You could have paid both of them.
Both.
But if I had to pick one or the other, I'm gonna pay the quarterback over the pass rusher. And yeah, Jesse, you've been telling us this, but I've been the Dak whisperer since Dak was Dak. Okay,
You've been
I've been the Dak whisperer since Dak was Dak.
just because
So-
you held he was his caddy. You know what I mean?
I'm just
You
saying,
held his
Dak
golf
was the-
bag.
No,
You
Dak is-
pulled out his non-iron. That's crazy.
Dak is playing
Whoa.
well.
That's a pause.
Yeah,
That's a pause.
you
That's a
paused- you
major
paused
pause.
that.
That's
You
a
put-
major pause
that's-
right
you do
there.
that. But no, Dak again. 2 years ago, he was great. He should have won the MVP. Should have won the MVP. Had the MVP game against Miami. The defense gave it up. But again, with the way the defense is, he's going to put up big numbers, as you said, and he's going to eat this year. And he's going to be back to the top and put up those numbers. Going to own all the Cowboys passing records probably before midseason. You know,
Best quarterback. in
You
Cowboys
thought he would.
history.
You thought he wouldn't get 29 completions in the game last week. You like
That's
20. You like 29. He's not getting that.
That's a lot. A lot.
he got him.
He got
Of course.
30 something.
I forgot.
Yeah, I did.
And it wasn't stat pad when the game was over. I mean, these were needed numbers.
Garbage
And
time.
and
And
if you point out, I mean, just some of the, you talk about the big time throws, the throw to set up the field goal, the anticipation throw to Ferguson.
Oh, it was
I mean, he
nasty.
threw the ball before Ferguson turned around.
Yeah.
I mean, that means you know the defense and you know what they're doing and you know what you want to do. One thing that frustrates me, and I've been, because everybody said the Eagles quarterback was better, or a lot of people, Johnny come lately, is C.J. Stroud is better than Dak after he had his rookie year.
Eagles quarterback isn't any good.
They don't do as much as Dak does at the line of scrimmage. I mean, we just found out that C.J. Stroud could not change plays, couldn't do anything. He doesn't call the protection or whatever. Great rookie year. But pump your brakes to say he's better than what Dak, because Dak does a lot at the line of scrimmage. A lot of quarterbacks don't do. You talk to Aaron Rodgers, talk to Peyton Manning, they will tell you they like the way Dak operates the position. Certainly has had his interceptions. But the things that Cowboys ask him to do at the line of scrimmage, run, knowing the defense and making the calls, he's excellent. He's a quarterback's quarterback. They like that. And again, that throw to Ferguson, anticipating, threw the ball before it turned around to set up that field goal, finish that.
Yeah. And who leads the league in completions and will probably be leading the league in completions moving forward?
Jalen Hurts.
No, Dak Prescott.
And one of those nerds that big time throws.
Big time throws,
Leads
number one in the
league
league.
in big time throws.
Number one in the league. Yeah. Yeah, he's good at football. He's good at football.
He's pretty good.
And, we're just trying to help. Because I know you people are out there.
What do you mean?
What do you mean, you people? It just Dak can't. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. I have matured as an online person. Clarence is not. Like, he'll engage with anybody at any moment, all day.
All day.
And yesterday I tweeted something about Dak, and somebody came back. Forgot exactly what they said. Oh, and they were like, "Oh, here come the excuses." And I was like, and it was like Dak being Dak, and I was like, "What do you mean, like really good, or are you? Is this a Dak sucks account?" And then the response was, I was like, got it. And I hit reply, and I'm like, "You got it. Have a great day."
Yeah.
Like, you're not gonna catch me engaging with the nonsense.
How you got to do it?
The quarterback is playing at a really high level, and if he doesn't, you're sunk.
Right.
And that's like when you look around the league. That's why Jalen Hurts right now, Patrick Mahomes over the last 2 or 3 years has not been, if you're going off of, hey, what are your yards per attempt? What's your total QBR? What's your touchdown interception ratio? How many sacks do you take? If you're taking it off of stats, the last 2 years plus now, Pat Mahomes isn't one of the best quarterbacks in football. I don't believe that, but I think I'm smart enough to recognize the surroundings around him are not good anymore. And that makes it hard.
Right.
So you got to appreciate when the surroundings around you aren't perfect, and at least Dak does have the weapon. Pat's over there like, who are you, as he's throwing the ball? But like, when things aren't great, or when your protection isn't there, or when you don't have the weapons, quarterback play falls off. What he's doing, given how often other teams are getting after him, is awesome. You're getting the best version of Dak right now, and I didn't know if that could be back because his athleticism isn't what it was. But he's just making up for it by doing all of the quarterback things. All of the things that aren't the ones that are the highlights of, oh, he was running this way and he's got a cannon and he's the best athlete ever. No, he just has to do quarterback stuff.
And one of the things that I wish, and even when we do our film breakdown, I think John does a great job, phenomenal job of how we are able to navigate the things that we have to navigate through. Understand, like, I'm probably saying, like, hey, why do we have to do still pictures and we can't do video? Well, that's NFL and
They're
all
going to
that
come
kind of
after
good
us,
stuff.
just
Yeah.
like they just came after, for the first time ever, the NFL came after highlights and put in copyright infringements on Twitter because everybody was pointing out all the penalties on the tush push.
Right.
For the first time ever, the NFL came for that.
Yeah.
And they took it all down.
Yeah.
Because they're like, hey, wait, it's part of our league.
But one of the things that I wish we could show in motion, when you're talking about the way that Dak Prescott is playing, and maybe we don't talk about it as enough, just as a whole, we talk about the stats and the airs and all that kind of stuff, but the pocket presence, the pocket mobility, the pocket, what am I looking for?
I would call it manipulation.
Manipulation, awareness.
Yeah.
If I could show you that in motion and in real time, it's subtle, but it's so impactful. It's a slight step to the right, then a slight step up, then a slight step over, and that it goes from being a pass that will have to be thrown. And when you watch other quarterbacks in this league, and then maybe because he's a guy who didn't come into this league and doesn't have one of those, rocket arms, because you'll see the mechanics of quarterbacks who have the rocket arms where they don't have the pocket awareness and the pocket manipulation and the ability to work. Because they'll just go, all right, cool. I don't have to be on platform to throw this ball 45 yards down there. But what you get it now is you get sailing, you get back, you get forwards, all that kind of stuff. But just to watch him in the pocket, understanding where his blocks are coming from, how to navigate through it, and then be able to step into his throw, back foot planted, be able to get his shoulder squared, hips open to where he wants to throw the ball, foot pointed, and he delivers the ball to where it has to go. You watch him throw these layered throws, right? Up over one defender, down before the next defender gets there.
Right.
It's those type of things in the quarterback, from the quarterback position, that you look at him and you're going, he's playing such great football. And it's things that most people to the common eye would never pick up, would never see, would never understand just how important that is to a play developing, to a play opening up, to him being able to read a certain defense or manipulate a defense to do certain things and then throw the opposite way from it. So he's playing, I know it's early, but he's playing at a level right now that's pretty damn good.
And people don't appreciate it. And,
Yes.
that's what it is. They don't appreciate it because they got still people in the chat. Y'all are going crazy on Dak. People bringing up, what does that nothing to do with Tony Romo? Quit, y'all. Why are you bringing up Tony Romo
He
in
had
this?
the same problem.
That's fine, but
was
this
really
conversation is
good.
not about that. We're appreciating what Dak is doing the first 2 games of the season. Can we focus on that? And one thing you talk about, he don't get credit for having a strong arm. He has an NFL arm.
Oh, it's
He does.
Absolutely. Plenty good.
That one pass to Pickens, back foot across his
moving
body,
left,
moving
threw it
left,
right.
and threw it right. That's an NFL arm. Everybody can't make that throw.
Yeah.
Right.
Speaking of 24 fourth quarter comeback wins now for Dak Prescott, which tied Tony Romo this past Sunday.
Yeah, they both caught the same flack for
Right.
things that are totally made up. They both have been, on the whole, like if you take what is a clutch scenario, they both were
They're
towards
great.
the top of the league, and everybody pretends they're choke artists, and I don't know where they get it from, and it's just weird stuff. And really what it is 30 years of punishment falling on the quarterback.
Right.
That's really what it is. Today is DPAD, Dak Prescott Appreciation.
Okay.
Coming up next on the DLLS Cowboys podcast is a Tote That Thing
Tote
Tuesday.
That Thing!
What do you want? Something from this week that you want them to tote on forward to this weekend's game. That's what it is. It's next on the DLLS Cowboys podcast.
And if you're looking to go to a game this season, football, basketball, baseball, it doesn't matter. Even if you don't like sports, if you're saying, yeah, my guy likes sports, my gal likes sports, I'm not really into sports. Comedy shows, plays. Clarence went to the Wiz last week. Guess what he used? He used the Game Time app. And he's probably already used his first time purchase because he's outside like that. If this is your first time, then go ahead and download the Game Time app. Use the promo code a little early. Use the Game Time app, download it, use the promo code DLLS, and get $20 off your first purchase. You don't have to worry about the sale, price being an enormous amount at the end. You're like, wait a second. You told me it was $65 when I clicked on it. Now it's $300,000. What happened between what I clicked on and I got to the checkout? You don't have to worry about that with Game Time. What it says is what it is. So head on over, download the Game Time app, use the promo code DLLS, and get $20 off your first purchase. What time is it? Game time.
Shout out to our friends at Shady Rays, the finest sunglasses on the planet. If you're ever out there, I don't know, maybe you're at the lake with your dog. Maybe it's a big dog. And this has happened to me.
Maybe it's dog day at the baseball park. You
Perhaps.
get Game Time tickets, and you come to the game wearing.
You got your shades on, you got your Shady Rays on, and then guess what? Now the sun suddenly is not in your eyes anymore, and you're like, oh, let me take them bad boys off. And what do? You accidentally drop them into your empty 32-ounce cold beer.
Okay.
And it's just in that container. You leave, you forgot about them bad boys. At Shady Rays, they're still going to get you hooked up. They take care of you no matter what. You can lose them bad boys, and they are going to replace those for you. And they're not going to give you a hard time about it. They're going to get you hooked up, and they're the best glasses in the game. Shady Rays exclusive offer, shadyrays.com. Use the code DLLS35. You get 35% off polarized sunglasses. Try for yourself the shades that are rated 5 stars by over 300,000 people. It is the DLLS Cowboys podcast, and I'd like to welcome you into a segment called Tote That Thang.
Yeah.
What you do is you take something that happened in the last game, something that happened in the last week, something you'd like to see them carry forward into your next game against the bum-ass Chicago Bears. Okay? And then we call that Tote That Thing.
Yeah.
So who is prepared for the rock? Gonna look around, read the Ali's ready. Ali.
Ooh.
All right. Tote That Thing.
What did we see this past Sunday? We saw a hefty dose of 88 and number 3 get involved, and you can see how exciting, as Dak Prescott said, for the start of the season, this offense can be when those two are involved. We know CeeDee Lamb is a do-it-all receiver for this team. We know George Pickens can stretch the field vertically, create those mismatches. Both of them can. In this game, 20 targets combined. Of Dak Prescott's 52 targets, 20 went to them, 14 receptions, 180 yards. Pickens had his first touchdown as a Cowboy, but even more impressive with Pickens, he has drawn 3 PI calls in the first 2 games. You know what's happened after those PI calls? The first one against Philly, Javonte Williams touchdown. Second one in the third quarter against the Giants, Javonte Williams touchdown. Third one in the fourth quarter, a few plays later, a Brandon Aubrey field goal. So think of how many points, like 17 points in the Giants game. He scored a touchdown, and those 2 PI calls led to points. 17 points he is accounted for. You really think about it that way. So Jalen Johnson is out on Sunday.
Yeah, they're bums.
We're going to get to see that. Nashawn Wright and George Pickens matchup. We were talking about that for the show. The size on size matchup right there. But when you get those two involved, it makes this offense so much better and more exciting, as Dak Prescott said.
That is 12'8" matchup right there. Yeah. 12'8" out there.
Nashawn Wright can outrun you.
He can outrun me.
He can't outrun Jesse.
On his pick 6, I saw he could. I think he could get Jesse. That'd be tighter.
We saw Nashawn Wright for 4 years here, 3 or 4 years here.
People get good when they leave here.
Barbecue chicken. Barbecue chicken.
Charvarius Ward.
Barbecue chicken.
All you got to do is get away from us.
No.
He's a baller.
No. Barbecue.
Beware got him out of here. Bing, ring.
Super Bowl.
Ward left as a rookie when
Who's
the
the other
Cowboys thought they had.
went to Kansas City?
Is it
Hitchens? Hitchens, yeah.
Same guy.
Damian Wilson went there too, I think.
Same guy. They were same guy. Kansas City was in Dallas. They just had better people.
Take the dang ball. Stop fighting people and do something. Clarence Hill.
Hey,
tote that thing.
I like that, man. I like the stat you brought. I like that. All right, good job.
When's the last time he said that to you?
Never.
Are we doing this?
Beat writers stick together, huh?
They do. They do.
Hey, I'm toting this thing. Y'all give me the
Mr.
water.
Ford-
Y'all give me some water.
Jerry Water. Don't put the name brand in the front now.
Don't put the name. Yeah, we don't.
Give me some water. Give me some water. Because I was going to take the receivers. He took my receivers. I'm going to give it to Jerry Jones.
Oh, no.
Okay. Jerry Jones, where you going?
Wow. Hey, tote that water. Tote that company water.
Let me give it to Jerry Jones.
Oh, boy.
Jerry Jones is a hell.
I want me some glory hole.
Bent on justifying the Michael Parsons trade. Hell bent on letting you know that I didn't make a mistake with Michael Parsons. So I'm going to add you.
Jadeveon Clowney.
I was going to say Javonte.
Yeah.
Jadeveon Clowney. I'm going to sign Tyler Smith. I'm going to sign Deron Bland. I'm going to make moves to get y'all to forget about what I did, the mistake I made with Michael Parsons. I'm going to keep adding to this team. I'm trying to win now. I'm showing you I'm trying to win now. That's why I got Clowney. Keep it going, Jerry. Keep carrying that thing. Go get more people. Go get Gilmore. When the trade deadline comes, add players. Keep toting that thing. Keep going, getting guys to help us win now. It's not about those picks in the future. You got Dak on a $60 million contract. He's playing out of his mind. We've talked about that. He has a chance to play at MVP level this year. You can do something this year. The Eagles, we saw them. They're not special. We know what the Giants are. The Redskins, their quarterback has
Commanders.
The Commanders. Jaden Daniels, he has a little knee injury. That's why you play the game. You don't know what is going to happen at the end of the season. Put yourself in position to win. Jerry, keep doing your job. Keep adding players. Keep doing what you did with this Clowney. Bring some more Clownies in. Don't be a clown like Jeff.
Oh.
We had a Clowney times 10.
That was a great job, Clarence. You did a great job.
Thank you, sir.
Really like what you said there. Jesse Holly, tote that thing.
And I'm going to keep it in the running back room.
Oh, North Carolina.
I'm going to keep it in the running back
UNC.
room.
The
ceiling is absolutely the damn roof. And that's with Javonte Williams. We kind of, didn't know what to expect from Javonte Williams all offseason, but he has come in and he is shown to be worthy of not playing in the preseason. He's shown to be worthy to get the kind of, training camp treatment that he's gotten. And through the first 2 games, Javonte Williams has been super effective for this football team. And we talked about it earlier today, where the Cowboys are lifting the defense. What do I mean by that? That you can't add the 7th, 8th, and 9th guy into the box. Why? Because that's mean you're going to have one-on-one coverage with 88, and 3 on the outside. You don't want that to happen. So teams are going to look at this and say, you know what? We'll take our chances with the Cowboys running the football. And Javonte Williams just said, all right, cool, bet. Give me the rock. And he had 97 yards last week. It was over 5 yards a carry, had a touchdown, 3 touchdowns in the first 2 games for Javonte Williams. He even had a 30-yard run. So he got a little scoot. He got a little scoot in his giddy up to get out there and to, hit some explosive plays. And so the Cowboys front is going to continue to have light boxes. There's no way you're going to take your chances with the explosive plays in the air by going one-on-one on the outside with George Pickens. Ali talked about it. Even if George Pickens doesn't get the ball, he's creating offensive pass interference. And those are happening 30, 40 yards down the football field. This is not college. It's not a 15-yard penalty. No, it's a spot foul. So you're either going to have a 40-yard reception and a touchdown potentially, or you're going to have a 40-yard penalty because you can't play George Pickens out there. And we already know what the Super Saiyan number 88 is out there. You do not. Hell, he's making great catches in double coverage. You don't want to give him an opportunity to do it one-on-one. So with that, you're going to get the light boxes for Javonte Williams. And he has been showing very well at finding the holes, getting through the holes. And if you think that you're going to run up on him and not bring your lunch pail and your hard hat, he's running through all those arm tackles. He's taking cats, carrying cats 3, 4, 5 yards. He's moving the pile. So for me, I want Javonte Williams that when he gets his opportunities, because they're going to come, they're going to be there, whether it's between 15 to 20, 22 carries a game, to make the most of them because the opportunity will be there. They do have a little bit of a challenge this week with now having your center out. I think Brock Hoffman will be okay. He'll be okay. But again, the communication has to be there. The dual blocks have to be there. The pulls have to be there. I don't know if Shadi will not do it or be less inclined to do certain things because they have a new center in there, or he'll say, you know what, next man up, we'll continue on. But for me, toting that thing, Javonte Williams, baby, go heels.
And I like that. It was funny because Max Kellerman was doing the fight this weekend, and he said, talking about the fight, he said, you got to bring some butt to get some butt.
Yeah.
And that's an old school hood term. And he didn't say butt, he used another word. But that's the same thing with Williams. He got a lot of butt to bring. If you're going to try to tackle him, you better bring some butt.
You better bring it.
Because that's a big, thick boy. And
that's
I'm just saying.
Nah, you just
said you got to bring your lunch pail. You can't come up there.
Lunch pail and call him a thick boy is crazy.
It's a big back, man. Yeah. You got to bring something to get something.
Absolutely.
That's all I'm saying.
Sorry, I just really like this hat. So I've been on Amazon trying to find me a straw cowboy hat, but I don't know how big my head is.
You can go down the street. This is Dallas, Texas, Fort Worth, Texas, Arlington, Texas. You can throw a rock and hit a cowboy hat shop.
That's a good point.
I don't go places. I want a nice cheap one. And I just wanted to say large, but these have numbers. I don't remember my hat size.
Mine would be an 8.
Man,
I think I'm 7 1/4, but it might be 7. Anyway, it's my turn. I'm gonna tote that thing for you guys.
Jeff Kavanaugh, tote that thing.
This is just the thing I'm holding is unrelated to anything I'm talking about. It's just I want to remind you, since Clarence out here carrying water for no reason.
And I hate that I got to be in this 2-shot because when this goes up, it makes me associated with him, and he says it, and you know that the Cowboys watch all our Twitters.
That's why I don't go out to the star.
Yeah,
I just be reckless and let y'all deal with the fallout. Although the very bad GM, when he made a really bad trade that has made this team way worse. You got first-round picks, which is great. But the guy you got in return, Kenny Clark, keep balling, brother.
Yeah. There you go.
Keep balling, Kenny Clark.
Sound like you're carrying water there, baby.
I'll carry water for Kenny Clark. A nice player. He's going to be a nice player for this thing for the next 3 years. Today, I think Kenny Clark is probably the best pass rusher on this team.
Wow.
And probably the best run defender on this team.
Facts.
This is a compliment sandwich. This is an awful defense so far, maybe the worst in football. And part of that is against the New York Giants. And that's bad. But it ain't because of Kenny Clark. So I just want to encourage Kenny. Keep doing what you do. We were watching a little bit of tape before the show because Jesse and I do that because we work hard for y'all.
Yes, sir.
And just kept turning the laptop like, hey, check this out. Hey, you check this out. Hey, you check this out because we were watching different things. way Kenny Clark plays is just so freaking solid.
Yeah.
It's just so, like, he doesn't have Dexter Lawrence's ability to throw you 70 yards somewhere, and he doesn't have the Aaron Donald ability to destroy pockets and destroy quarterbacks, but he is above okay at everything.
Yeah.
The way he plays, technically, rock solid. The way he gets off the ball is great. His ability to walk an offensive lineman is solid. His ability to beat him with quickness and speed is solid. Like, everything he does, just solid. Keep it up, kid. You're still terrible, Jerry.
And to add with Kenny, 3 of the top 5 or top 6 graded players on the Cowboys last Sunday were the defensive tackle, Kenny, Osa, and Solomon.
I could have said Solomon Thomas, because in week 1,
Solomon,
he was pretty darn meh. And he's such a small D tackle.
Right.
To be such a small D tackle and help in the run game the way he did against the Giants, woo! That was a nice job.
Those 3, that threesome, again, that's a good threesome. We're talking about the damn
trio.
It's
a nice.
I looked at his face the second you said that.
The gutter.
It's a trio. It's a good trio.
I really don't do older women.
Coming up next, we're
I
going to
don't do
stop
young
by
women.
KBBU, No Ball Better University.
Ball
How
buster.
the Cowboys are unlocking George Pickens is next on the DLLS Cowboys podcast. We got a warehouse sale going on up to 85% off. That's a big number.
Huge.
I need to get up in there. I need to get off Amazon and get to alldlls.com and spend my money there. We need to sell a straw cowboy hat with Munchkin the Munchkin. I forgot. Eric sent me a message on Slack. Knuckles. It's Knuckles the Knucklehead.
All right, boom.
That's what he's Knuckles.
We do need one with Knuckles on it, right in the front.
I want that hoodie. Is that hoodie 85% right now?
Yeah, that hood is good.
That hoodie
Tear
right
him
there,
up.
85%? I don't know if I need a Baylor shirt, but I mean, I guess it's better than it was.
My son went to Baylor. I get my son a Baylor shirt.
Okay. I mean, there was some, but now I think
Yeah,
I think they're a standard school now. Is that right? Maybe?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, so get up in there. Warehouse, 20% off all the stuff, 85% off some of it. So what's going on is there's a warehouse sitting there, and they're like, dang, we got stuff. We got new stuff. What are we going to do with the old stuff? And the answer was, darn near give it away.
Yeah.
So go ahead and take advantage of that and get your DLLS gear.
Eric says, see, Nux.
That's Eric.
Nux.
Eric yelled at me. Eric got on our Slack, our work Slack, and he DM'd me, and he said, if you don't get stuff right in the company, brother, I will run you out of town. And I said, that's my fault. I said, that's my fault. My bad, Nux. Also, want to encourage everybody to sign up for the Supporters Club.
That is Nux again.
There's Nux. As everybody knows, that's Nux.
That's Nux.
Make sure you use the X.
Nux if you bucks.
Nuck if you buck, the national anthem.
Yeah, that should be.
Make sure you use the X.
If you have never seen that video, look up Nuck If You Buck national anthem.
It should be.
It's hilarious, and it probably should be. So, yeah, if you're a true sicko when it comes to your DFW sports, sign up for the Supporters Club on YouTube. It's a join button right there on the main page for DLLS. You get access to exclusive. There
you go.
Just sign up. It's the DLLS Cowboys podcast, and it is our friends at Big Brothers Big Sisters who we are celebrating this month, and that's why there's not a super chat button today or this week. We would rather that you guys make a donation to our friends at Big Brothers Big Sisters, which you can do at bbs.com/ALLCITY, or we want you to do it donating to the show, on the show, so that then we can see it, and then we can shout you out for helping out the community and helping out the world. Don't you want the world to be a better place? Well, then do it. Help us, or else, which of course is
Not a threat.
not a threat. Let's stop by KBBU, No Ball Better University. Let's go, Jesse Holly.
Ball
Let's
buster.
get
Ball
it.
buster
Class
University.
is now
We
in.
some ball buses. We some ball buses. Sorry about that.
That's, you know what? I'm not going to say that because who knows? I know that people are watching all across the DLLS network and we
Head
might
buses.
get fired.
No, we're fine.
We some head
We had-
buses.
Thank you. I was cheering you on too. That's insanely wild.
It don't take
That's
much to get you to
insane loud.
dance. It don't take much to get you to dance.
Them bands that make me
Bands.
dance, though. Them bands that easily make me
Bands.
dance. All right, man. Let's go to KBBU. No Ball Better University. Class is now in session for the students that want to learn. Come up to the front of the classroom. I am your professor,
I'll be in the back.
Jesse Holly. Now, we always talk about, and I want to give credit to Brian Schottenheimer, because when you're an offensive play caller, you're a play developer. We have this thing where we talk about, how do I unlock a guy? How do I set plays up, set routes up? And it happens throughout the course of the game. Now, I can tell you, as someone who's been in the locker room and as someone who has gotten a playbook every single week, one of the things that we do offensively is they highlight who are the defensive players that we need to worry about. Well, the same thing happens defensively. They get a playbook and they go, who should we highlight offensively? And I can tell you each and every week, George Pickens is probably in that conversation along with 88, along with number 4. But what do they say about George Pickens? They're probably saying, listen, guys, when number 3's out there, he's probably going to run a go route, right? Hey, when number 3's out there, he's probably going to run a slant route. And so if you know, and this is the genius of a play caller, play designer, if you know that you have a receiver, not like CeeDee Lamb, because CeeDee Lamb, he has the ability to do any and everything on the football field. I try to tell people, George Pickens may be a little bit limited in what they want him to do.
A little bit.
So when you're talking about him either running a slant or a go route, maybe a deep over, some things that aren't quite in his wheelhouse, you got to set this guy up. And how do you do this? You put on film and you put out there through the course of the game, here's what he's going to run. And then you put a spin to it. You put them all together, and this is how you get the touchdown that George Pickens had. Let's go to the film. George Pickens at the bottom in this route. So now, one of the things that you're going to see George Pickens run, line number 1 when it comes to George Pickens is, hey, guys, he's a go route runner. He's a deep ball route runner. So that's line 1 when you think about playing George Pickens. 6'3", he's tall, he's rangy, he has speed on him, he has exceptional hands. So now you're always thinking about that in the back of your mind. Look at this route right here. When he comes to the line of scrimmage, what does he do? The first jab is going to be inside, right? I want to move that defender inside so that I can go outside, see those hips open up. I want to have that, we call it the gate. The gate is opening up, and now I have a straight path through to this go route. I want to lean back on the defender, and I want to save some room on the sideline so that the quarterback can throw this ball up and over into the bucket for a touchdown. This play right here didn't result in a touchdown. The ball could have been thrown a little bit better by Dak Prescott to get it out there. But
this play right here,
in the back of the DB's mind, this play is now a valuable option for George Pickens, the go route, the go route, the go route. So every time he lines up against George Pickens, he's thinking this is probably going to be a go route. Percentages says this is what he runs. So we run it, and now that's what happens. All right, what's the next play that George Pickens runs, and he runs well? There's George Pickens at the top of your screen. Now, we've already known and seen the go route. That's in the DB's mind. We're in the red zone right here. Well, guess what? He's thinking in his head, probably going to be a go route again. In the words of Lee Corso, not so fast, my friend. Now they run the slant route with George Pickens. He comes off the ball. He attacks his DB. Now there's an outside plant, right? I want outside plant. That DB has opened his hips to the outside. Guess what? When you do that, we call you toast, my friend.
You know the hips don't lie.
The hips do not lie, and I will dance for them bands. So George Pickens runs a slant route. He gets on the inside of the DB. Dak Prescott delivers a strike to George Pickens right here in the red zone for a big play. So now, this DB has seen and has heard all week long. His coach has said, George Pickens, he runs go routes. He runs go routes. George Pickens, he runs slants. He runs slants. And so now you're getting the red zone, and his DB is thinking this. He said, all right, assignment alignment football. When you line up outside of the numbers, see what George Pickens has? He's down at the bottom of the numbers. This DB is thinking to himself, all right, we're on the 10-yard line. It's probably going to be a go route or slant. Probably going to be a go route or a slant. That's all coach has been preaching. That's all I've been seeing all game long. I've been seeing go routes and slants, go routes and slants, go routes and slants. And now Schottenheimer goes, I've been giving George Pickens nothing. Go routes and slants, go routes and slants. They're thinking it. The DB's thinking about it. He's heard it all week. The coach has been preaching it. So now you get down here in the red zone and you say, let's put it all together and confuse the hell out of this DB and put him in a blender for a touchdown. When you watch this route right here, when you come off, what does George Pickens do first? He comes off the ball and he takes an inside jab. Well, that feels like what? A slant. So now what does he do? He's leaning towards the inside for the slant. You see that safety over the top? What is he doing? He's coming down to try to negate that slant from happening. Cool, no problem. I don't want to run a slant. I put my foot in the ground. Now I'm running to the
oh my God.
I'm running to the corner of the end zone. It's going to be a fade. He opens his hips up to meet George Pickens at the pylon. And then Brian Schottenheimer goes, I'm going to give you the slant. I'm going to give you the fade look. But actually, it's just going to be an out route. And now the timing of this all, the way that the ball is released before he gets out of his break, George Pickens already a big body. He gets in between he and the defender. And he catches this out route right at the front pylon. And this is where this ball is supposed to go. Mm-hmm. It's supposed to go right to the front pylon. It is worked and delivered perfectly by Dak Prescott. The timing is there. The route setup has been there. George Pickens runs it with great tempo. He runs it with head and shoulders. He gets the right break on it. And he scores a touchdown for his first touchdown of the year right in the front of the end zone because that DB has been thinking to himself the entire time, slant, go, slant. And then they run an out route with George Pickens in the end zone for a touchdown. What a great setup by Brian Schottenheimer, the play caller, the play designer, setting these plays up all game long, having that DB having to think these things. And that's what you get when you add all of these together. You add play design, you add playmaker, you add timing, you add setup. And this is what you get. They're slowly but surely unlocking the abilities of George Pickens. And so when you have that thought process, it's like anything else. When Tyreek Hill comes out and breaks the huddle, the first thing you think about is speed. Speed. So I can play off that. And you saw the great design that he had when he was in Kansas City, how they played off that. The same thing applies with George Pickens. When you break the huddle, the first thing the DB says, man, he's outside the numbers. This is probably going to be a slant or a go ball. And sometimes it works. But when you set it up throughout the game, you get in these critical moments where you need to have a big play. You need to have a touchdown. And now you've known how we set this thing up all game long. So I get an out route to a guy who's wide open at the front of the pylon for a touchdown. That is KBBU, No Ball Better University. Shout out to Brian Schottenheimer, Dak Prescott, George Pickens for playing that perfectly for a touchdown.
Good job, brother. Good job.
Now you're saying it because
I'm saying every week.
now you do say it. You do say it. You do say it.
Can you
say good job?
Well, thank you, brother.
Shout out to Dak Prescott. Perfect throw. We take it for granted, that throw. Those throws.
Has to be perfect.
Right here.
Has to be perfect or DB walks in front of that
right.
100 yards the other way.
John, can you do me a huge favor and just slowly scroll up in the chat until I tell you to stop?
Oh, boy.
Scroll and scroll.
Oh,
and
boy.
He
scroll.
wasn't listening to you.
You can go ahead and stop now. Told you, good job. Man wasn't listening to anything you were doing. He was in the chat.
He was in the chat.
Clarence was in the chat.
That's in the chat. I mean,
I
can multitask.
Yeah.
But it was a great job.
That's great.
I was listening because it was perfect. And you're right. One thing that we also should give Pickens credit for, patience. Because he's not getting the ball early.
Devil almost got him twice in week 1.
He's not getting the ball early. CD's getting a bunch of the routes, bunch of balls early. Ferguson's getting the ball. Patience. The game, he's let the game come to him. And at the end of the game, he had 9 targets.
Yeah.
But he's shown patience. He's waiting his turn. And the Cowboys use him. When you can put the DBs in blender. You got CD on this side. What are you going to do? And then when Turpin was on the field, it was Turpin that got big catches early, the first touchdown with Turpin. Because you got to worry about these guys. One thing CD talked about, y'all worry about this. We got Turpin slicing people up in the middle.
And if you want to see my Turpin breakdown, we did that at halftime, a Turpin's touchdown. Just go ahead on over to YouTube, man. Check that thing out. Right? It's on YouTube, John?
Check that thing.
It's on DLLS Cowboys Twitter. It's on YouTube. Go check that thing out. I broke that down at halftime of the game on Sunday. So anytime you want to see these type of things right there, man, get on YouTube, go on our social media account, and subscribe, do all those things, but check the great content out.
They're figuring it out, and they're going to keep figuring it out. Like, I think that pairing is going to keep getting better.
Yeah.
Because the deep balls to Pickens have drawn some PIs, but you haven't really had a connection yet. And I feel like they're still feeling that out. Like, you can almost see it with Dak, where it is a here, man, damn throw.
Right.
It's not like he knows exactly where he wants to put it and how Pickens is going to play it. And Pickens doesn't always give you a perfect target. Sometimes he gets too far out to the sideline. Like, I feel like it's in progress, and the progress is good, and it's going to get better.
Right.
we are going to see very soon Pickens plucking a ball with 4 DB down there going, oh, my God.
Head
like,
top.
it's coming.
I know.
Keep
and
that up.
We're sitting so far. When we're sitting early, I want to sit for 2 or 3 more years.
Well, you're going to have to call David
Mulugeta to get that done.
You're going to call David Mulugeta.
My
and be
God.
like, hey,
Think of the
David.
numbers they could put up the next 2 or 3 with CD and Dak.
And that call will be fun because Jerry had to say, tell Mike I say congrats on that Super Bowl.
On that Super Bowl.
On that Super Bowl. Congratulations. And I'll tell you, the next great pass rusher after that happens, the next great pass rusher in Dallas is going to try to get out as fast as possible. You're like, okay, so your best pass rushers leave and then win Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Okay, let me get up out of here.
Then you're going to say DeMarcus Ware, Marcus Parsons.
And Horatio Turp should be okay. They said Turp should play this week.
Cody said, Jeff, show Jerry some love, bro. I got you. Jerry, write something.
Some love.
Okay, yeah, give him some love. Jerry, bad GM. Because Jerry will tell you, all publicity is good publicity.
Well,
he don't mind
at
this.
least give him love for the Tyler Smith deal.
That's not love.
That's not. He
Who's
don't
the
get.
comedian?
You don't.
That's
You
not
don't.
love.
No, hold on a
What
second.
you're
Hold on a
supposed to
second.
do.
Hold on. Our emergency pod.
What
You
you're
brought it up.
supposed to do.
You mentioned that this is time for Jeff because you were the quarterback in that seat,
Yeah, I did.
and that Jeff
I did.
needs to show praise for Jerry Jones getting that done.
I
This
did
is why
say-
he can't quarterback.
I did.
That's
I
an
said-
incomplete
So
pass.
I'm going off that.
I'm the captain now. I did say that.
Yeah.
Hey, Jerry, after blowing a giant hole in your boat, thanks for not blowing another hole in the boat. Great job.
I want me some glory hole.
You're the best.
You've been married before. One day you're gonna be married, and you're gonna get credit for doing things you're supposed to do. I mean, sometimes it's simple, but sometimes you should get credit for doing things you're supposed to do. Because everybody don't do what they're supposed to do. Just like even Jerry doesn't always do what he's supposed to do. There's nothing wrong with crediting people for doing what they're supposed to do. Get some kids. You're gonna credit your kids for making that bed and washing dishes. Yes, you got to credit people for doing what they're supposed to do because everybody don't do it.
I can't do that. I'm too irresponsible.
Your lady friend, your special friend.
She's way too irresponsible.
Let's
to have no
go
kids.
to a break.
Credit her for doing the things she's supposed to do.
Coming up next.
Let's go to a break.
Our former first rounder, he's on the right track, baby, and other things we saw on tape against the Giants. It's next on the DLLS Cowboys podcast. Sign up to be a diehard. Why wouldn't you? If you're a DFW sports fan, we already give you 5 days a week of
Go
all
Nucks.
of your favorite sports team. Yeah, get closer with Nucks. You know,
Yeah,
forge a better relationship with Nucks, a guy who I'm a big fan of.
we all are.
Really have known his work for a long time and have always admired it.
Stand 10 knuckles down.
That's right. When you sign up to be a diehard, you get all sorts of hookups, and that's what you need is hookups. What I'm most excited about is now that we're a year into this thing, just over here at DLLS, you build up
There's
following,
Nucks.
you build
Oh,
up.
wait
Look at Nuts.
minute.
He's out
What?
there. Yeah,
Don't-
he just
Oh,
jumping. He just
no.
bouncing.
Nucks is jumping. What are y'all doing?
He just jumping. He's front twerking a little bit. You get discounts on events. 20% off on the events that we have. And now that we're cooking, it's time to start having them events. You want to be there. When you sign up to be a diehard, you get a free T-shirt right there when you do it. You get to choose a free T-shirt from the merch store, including one of those new releases.
Them
88
boys.
The cowboy guy who's got a cowboy hat on, which I'm going to find. Clarence, get out the damn chat. Get off the shed. You get access to all of our content on the website, including the things that are diehard level. You get those. You know what I'm saying? You get into our Discord, which just beeped at me. Somebody just sent something in Discord, and I need to mute my computer. I'm feeling like Clarence over
Who
here.
does that?
I'm over here popping it up.
Who does that?
I'm just popping it up. Sign up to be a diehard. It's good for us. You got a QR code right there. Get into the Discord. You can talk about college football. You can talk about food. You can talk about books. I just keep telling people to read Dungeon Crawler Carl, cracking me up. Him and Donut.
Cracking me
That
up.
feet Discord
There
is
is
coming.
no
There you
feet
go. There's
channel.
no
Yeah.
There is not a feet
We don't have a
channel.
foot
Yes.
fetish. Only you.
It's not a fetish.
There is a wrestling channel. You can get in there with Kevin Gray and have yourself a time. Sign up to be a diehard today or else, which is, of course, not a threat. It is the DLS Cowboys podcast, and this month we are celebrating our friends at Big Brothers Big Sisters of America, and we want you to help out by making a donation instead of super chatting this week. We want donations, and if you do that,
We got to get some in it. We don't have any right
we
now.
don't have one
We don't
today
have
at
any.
all.
No, we got to get some. All right,
Is
listen.
there none?
None?
Okay.
Come on, y'all. Come on.
Okay.
Come on.
I promise that Jesse will not flex if you make a donation to Big Brother Big Sister. We will dance for the right amount of money.
Come
but
on,
now,
y'all.
if you donate and then send a message in the chat right after that you don't want anybody to dance, we'll honor that as well.
Let's see if we can get at least $100.
Because when we're not trying to help people and you just fire in super chats for us, that's great. Now that we're trying to help people, it dries up on us? No.
Come on. We're better than that, Dallas.
This is for Big Brothers Big Sister. Let me get on YouTube. I'm going to click in the first 20.
Come on.
I'm going to click in the first 20. But I need y'all to help me out. We need some donations.
We got to get this thing rocking and rolling, man. Our group of people are far too good. We got some damn good people that are listening to our show each and every week, man. We are about the community. We're about the children. They are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Come on, y'all. We need your help. We need you to sign up to be a big, and we also need your donations. If you don't sign up to be a big, then we definitely need your donations to help out those who are signing up to be a big.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Send
Get this right, man.
Or else.
Get this right.
There's a donation right below the chat right there. Donate now. I'm going to click the
Donate
donate button. $20. Show my name along with the donation. I need credit for the things I do. I need to be told. And that's what you're supposed to do. That's fine. I still want my
nothing
credit.
wrong with giving people credit for things they do. And speaking of that,
Bam! Pat Starr donated 22. Let's
There we go. There we
Pat's
go.
in there. I'm in there.
There we go, Pat.
We're at 40
get some more,
now.
Pat.
Come on.
But speaking of that, I have not liked the Pop name.
You are Pop-Pop.
You
I
gotta
don't know
come
why
around.
you
You
don't.
I'm not
come
like
around
the
on
Pop-Pop. I'm not a Pop-Pop.
Lincoln
I'm
donated
chill.
50. Let's go.
Let's go,
Where's
Lincoln.
my music,
But-
John?
There we go.
Where's my music?
We're doing it.
There you go. We got 50. Get on. Come on. What are you doing? Turn that the other way. Turn
Now
that
that
weapon the
means
other way.
no. I was
Turn
standing
that
up too. That'd be
weapon.
weird.
Turn
the other way.
Turn that
I had to
weapon.
turn to the sideway because if I turn forward,
No,
I was front twerking on his other side. You can't be a double front twerk.
Hey, don't put that in my face.
we can't be sword fighting.
Put that thing away. But
Yeah.
anyway, what I was trying to say.
Thank you, Lincoln Blake. We appreciate you,
Oh,
bro.
We got 10 from an anonymous source, so
Yeah.
that's up to 100. But don't count my 20 because I'm part of the show. So we're still not at 100. We need 20 more from the people.
And what I was trying to say is that every time I get in the streets, people recognize the show. Hey, that's Clarence. That's Pop from DLLS.
Yeah.
It used to be Star Telegram.
Yeah.
Now it's DLLS. I mean, I've had a fraternity event. I loved your show. I listen to you guys all the time. I'm at the game, at the airport. People are watching our show, and thank you guys
What
for
about
watching
the
our show.
strip club? What they say in there?
Oh, chill.
We can't take this seriously.
I need one more yard.
That's all I got. That's all I got.
That's all you can get.
That's all you can give. That's all I got. That's all you gonna get. That's all you gonna
Give
get.
me that last yard.
That's all you gonna get. That's all I got.
Why Jeff got 2 paper straws for legs? The answer to that is when you got knees that need to be replaced, you can't be doing squats.
Yeah.
Hey, I did some good mornings with 20-pound dumbbells.
Jeff, you got 2 paper straws for legs.
That was tough.
It was funny because somebody
That'd be
yesterday
funny.
they kept asking you to pose, and somebody in the chat said he ain't doing that for his wife, he's doing it for himself.
Possible.
That's fine.
And
I just want to-
Whatever gets you off, brother.
all right. So anyway, what I was wanting to tell you guys about, and we see you guys in here that are members of the Supporters Club. I see Austin and Pat. See you guys up in here. We appreciate. I know Jeremy's in here. I know all the good people
Nesto.
in here. Nesto's in here. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have started naming names because now
That's
I feel like
all
I got to
good.
name all the names.
No,
that we
it's
know.
all
Groves in
good.
this bad boy. Barrington's here. We know.
5X wit,
Boy,
Jeremy.
That's a 5X.
5X.
That
That's
is
crazy.
5X.
What?
If we could get Jeremy with.
Yeah, Jeremy.
If we could
Witt.
get Jeremy and Barrington out there on this D line,
Oh, Barrington, a big boy.
we're cooking.
Yeah, we cooking.
Barrington at the 3, Jeremy at the 1,
Yeah.
cooking.
Cooking.
I want to shout out to a player after ingesting the film of this football game. I do want to talk about
That almost got
Jesting.
crazy. That was super zesty.
I'm not
Ingesting a player? What?
Yeah.
That's super zesty.
No, I ingested the film.
Oh, my
yes,
bad.
I ingested the film so I could talk about it. And
Is that what you're doing?
one player, like I asked people, what would you like to hear about this week on what does the film say?
What does the film say?
And people said secondary, but I feel like we talked about that a little bit yesterday. And the biggest takeaway for the secondary, honestly, is a lot of them are being asked to do things that they don't know how to do. And I put that
play
on the coordinator.
Secondary. That's crazy. You play DB and you were asked to.
Okay, let me rephrase.
Okay.
They're asked to do things that they're not comfortable with that other people. That's not the things they're the best at.
Right.
And I put that on the coordinator.
Yes.
Trayvon Diggs is blowing coverages. Donovan Wilson is blowing coverages. Honestly, Malik Hooker's blowing some coverages. Elam wasn't exempt. Reddy Stewart's the toughest one to tell. I feel like he played pretty well. He's the toughest one to tell because I'll be honest, I'm not a defensive coordinator. In cover 2, 3, 4, I know exactly what a good number of you are supposed to do.
Right.
But with Stewart, I don't know. Are you doing some sort of match principle? Is he just supposed to be part of a drop zone with the linebackers? I don't totally know on every play. So he appeared to have played pretty well. But whatever. I instead gravitated to something that I was interested in. So I kind of disrespected our viewers by ignoring that the overwhelming vote was for secondary.
That'd be all right.
And I wanted to watch Tyler Guyton because, once again, what a lot of people are going to see is a Pro Football Focus grade, which is going to tell you he's the worst pass protector in the entire league. That's what it's going to tell you through 2 weeks. And once again, I will put out there, I disagree with that. I do think
Tara still is.
I do think if you have to rank the Cowboys' offensive line 1 through 5 at pass protection, Steele's catching all of it now too on Cowboys Twitter.
He got to walk back.
Yeah.
I do think that Steele today through 2 weeks has been a better pass protector than Tyler Guyton. Now you've had problems at both, but not to the point where I'm looking at Tyler Guyton and going, "Oh, it's year 2 and he can't play." I'm certainly not there with him. I think there are a couple of things that are different with Tyler Guyton than they are from a year ago. We talked about it a little bit last week, and I think it holds up again after this game against a really good Giants defensive line. Tyler Guyton does have a tendency to now play too aggressive. He gets away from the line too aggressively. He will, even as a pass protector, want to attack probably too often. Which you do want to do that as an offensive lineman. You want to mix it up.
Yes.
You don't want to always be reacting because now you're being set up. You do occasionally want to show people different things. But he lost a lot in this game to the inside. Guys would start their rush, he sets up, and they go back inside. The difference in year 2 Tyler Guyton and year 1 Tyler Guyton is then what? Because year 1 Tyler Guyton, he would lose inside and then he would get called for a hold, or that guy's smashing your quarterback.
Throw it! One of those.
Yeah.
Throw it!
Get rid of it. The difference now, and he easily could have been called for a couple of holds on those inside moves, but got away with it, and that's good. We like getting away with it. But the difference is he's no longer dead once he loses. I think he's playing more confidently, and now the athleticism that he has plays better. Because when he loses, his recovery / ability to kind of scramble and be like, uh-oh, and now what do? It was, I'm dead. And now it's, well, he got me that way, but I can get there quick enough that, fine, you're going that way? We're going this way. And he will get latched back on, and now we're just smashing people into a pile instead of letting them get to the quarterback. So, like, Tyler Guyton, if you had to say, has Tyler Guyton been great, average, or bad? I think it's probably between average and bad and probably closer to bad. But it's not without hope. Last year after 2 weeks of football or how many weeks of football, there wasn't anything out there that made me want to tell fans, but it's going to be okay because watching Tyler Guyton now, he plays with better strength. He recovers better. He's putting himself in less bad positions, which lead to penalties. I've got hope for Tyler Guyton. You are struggling at offensive tackle with your pass protection. Steele, too. But Steele, I think that one is what it is, right? That's the roller coaster you're going to ride unless you try something different. With Guyton, don't pull the plug. Let that dude play football, because I do think that he is on a track, despite what you're going to find from one website that everybody's going to quote, which would say he's even worse than he was last year. I totally disagree. His trajectory is up. Does that mean he's going to be a great player or a Pro Bowler or a stud by the end of the year? No. But he's trending up, and you're seeing better things than you saw a year ago.
Yeah, and I'll say this quickly before we got to get out of here. Talking to Nate Newton, he talked about this being Tyler Guyton kind of putting together his eyes, feet, and hands. And that's why he's like, sometimes your eyes say one thing and then you have to have your feet and hands catch up to it. And so Tyler, I guess, processing it all from seeing it and now have my feet and hands move properly, I'm not getting myself out of position. So he's working through that process of having all three of those things connect. So he's like, I see it quickly, but I may be moving too fast or whatever it be. So, he's making progress.
Progress is what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for. Because Jerry didn't say it yet, but we're rebuilding. No, we're trying to
Can't use that word.
No, we're cooking. Coming up next is the end of the show. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. We'll see you on Thursday. Remember, you have no idea what everybody's going through. So be cool to everybody. We love you. Be easy.
Eliminate the contingencies.
We all silly like the mayor.